You're watching ZTV.
Hello, dear ones. Welcome to ZTV. This is Z. I hope you're having a fantastic day. It's Wednesday, June 17, 2015. I'm just recording this quick little video because I want to share with you an encounter I had in prayer today. It was such an amazing encounter and just, one of those things that was really sweet and a wonderful time of communion with the Lord. And I always, when I'm praying with somebody else, when I'm in a season of prayer, I always have these awesome encounters in heaven, and so I just want to share this one with you. But before I get into that, I want to encourage you, if you have not taken my course Adopted, where you come into great understanding of who God is as your Father, you definitely need to take that. Go to payhip.com/Ms. Banks, MIZBANKS, and it's right there on top. It's the first course. It's got a pink little picture that's attached to it. It's $25 there, but if you share it on Facebook or Twitter, you get an automatic $5 off, so you pay $20 for the course, and it's worth it. I'm telling you, if if your church has never walked you through that process of knowing the Lord as your Father, and I'm not talking about just delivering a sermon to you, but they've actually walked you through the prayer process so that you break through the orphan spirit, the spirit of rejection, and you really get to understand Him. Like, it's the process of worshiping in spirit and truth. If that's something that you don't know how to do, or that you've never done before, then definitely take that course. It will teach you how to do it. And also, Ears to Hear, it's another course that's similar to that, will help you have experiences like the one I'm going to share today. And if you've never had these types of experiences where you get to go up to heaven and interact with the Lord or with Jesus, then you definitely need to do something so that you can have those things. They're encouraging that you always get revelation, you get gifts, whatever, when you go up to heaven to visit with the Lord. And it's wonderful, that love that He pours out over you, your life is just completely better because you are not out trying to please people. You're not worried about who's going to accept you, who's not going to accept you. You're able to minister. You're able to do your job, do whatever it is. You're able to love other people. You're able to forgive other people a lot easier because you're so confident in who He created you to be and who you are, because of Him. So definitely take Ears to Hear. It's on the zrightswords.org homepage for sale for the summer. It's not going to be up forever because I'm pretty much like all the old courses that I've taught before. Somebody's asking me about that before. Where are all your old spiritual growth courses? Most of them are gone because I've grown so much since then. It's kind of like they're just junk, as far as I'm concerned. They are still blessing other people, obviously, but I can do better now because I know more. I'm more confident now. I've been doing this for a little bit. So anyway, when I went into prayer, I was just asking the Lord, I'm like, what are you doing? Like, I could feel in the spirit, there's lots of commotion, lots of things going on. So I was just like, Lord, what are you doing? And specifically, I was asking Him, what is He doing with me and for me? And it's so interesting, later this afternoon, Chuck Pierce had a post, a prophetic word that was saying, the Lord is saying to many of you, I know what I'm doing with you. I have a plan for what I'm doing with you. So it's just so interesting because, of course, He always gives signs, wonders, and confirmations after you are you're asking and praying for things. So I'm like, Lord, what are you doing? We're praying in the spirit. What are you doing? Just what's going on? What are you doing with me? What is your plan for me? What do you have? I just felt like one of those days where it's just like I needed to know something. I needed a specific piece of direction. Tell me where to go right now. And then so He said, come up here. So He pulled me up, and I love the way that He and Jesus grabbed my arm, because I'm not much of a hand holder, but I love how how in the older days when men used to walk with women, they'd grab their arm and they'd be linked and stuff like that. And the Lord knows that I love that, so He always grabs me that way, and pulls me up and draws me close. So like like a man is supposed to do for you, and He does it as a father. And I just love that He does that for me. So He grabs me and pulls me close, and He says, this is in response to my question, what are you doing? And He says, I'm making all things new. I am making you new, and I am preparing you. And I said, what does that mean? And He says, I'm getting you ready. And I said, can you tell me what for? And He said, for more. And I said, I do want more, but I need something to change. And He said, things are changing. You're praying. And I said, I want something right now. I want a miracle. Can I have a miracle? And then I had this vision pop into my head, but it wasn't exactly something that something that I'm kind of on the fence about right now. So I'm like, I don't want that. And then He said, you can have one. Do you know what you want? And this is something, it's so funny. Shameen was asking me this last week, I think. Do you know what you want about a situation? I'm like, no, honestly, I don't know what I want. And that's what I ask my mentoring clients as well. What do you want? You need to know what you want. This is where you're at. Well, where are you trying to get? And that will help me get you the path to get on so that you can get there. So the Lord's like, what do you want? And I said, oh, I was talking about, what I want to happen by the end of the summer. And then I want some things that are, a little bit after that. And I said, and I need change. I'm crying out for a manifestation of your power and your presence in my life. I need your intervention. And then, when he says that miracles are coming, they're coming. And this is what he said later. So praying in the Spirit, praying in the Spirit. And then I get this tongue that, is not my normal prayer tongue. It's a forceful tongue. It's a specific prophetic word. So in the tongue, after I released it, I heard, I have forces that are mounting up, clearing the path, making way. Victory is coming. Miracles are coming. Stay on the hunt. So just good stuff. You need to be having those encounters with the Lord. You need to be communing with Him. You need to be interacting with Him, loving Him, worshiping Him, praising Him, letting Him direct you in everything that you're doing. Proverbs 16:3, submit your plans to the Lord and they will be successful. So I have a miracle coming to me because He promised, because I asked for one. Those same things that I encounter are available to you as well. The person that I'm in covenant with, praying through this season with, everything that I receive in our time of communion together, she's eligible to receive as well. That's the wonderful thing about going through prayer with another person. Agreement is powerful. You need to get tapped into that. That's another course I have available, and there's an activation for agreement there. If you go to payhip.com again, /Ms. Banks, and there's it has a teal, it's one of my favorite colors. It has a teal thing that says the power of agreement. Definitely take that. It's like $7, and it'll bless you. Like the activation for agreement, like you need to get it. You seriously need to get it. There are, like, when you have somebody else praying with you and you understand and are activated for agreement, boom. And this isn't my first season of praying with somebody else, but I love to pray, and I always invite other people to come into covenant and pray with me regularly because I know the power in it and because I'm activated for that power. There's sometimes people pray together for years and years and years and years, and they accomplish a few things. Well, when I get in seasons of prayer with people, we have things that happen every single day, and that's what you want. That's available for you. There's no reason for you not to see God moving in your life every single day. He wants to be visible every single day. He wants to be there every single day. He wants to be doing something so that you have a testimony and so that your faith never wanes every single day. Okay, so those things are available to you, and my resources are available to you. I'm available to you if you are in need of a mentor. Just visit zsolvesproblems.com. Go to the schedule a call page. You can schedule a call. I do a few free calls every week, but those things, they are like usually gone and booked out weeks in advance, so that's not your best option, but that is an option. And just get some help. Don't stay stuck. You should be growing in the Lord every day, every week, every month, every year, every season. Read some books, study to show yourself approved, and just the things that you do with the Lord are more important than anything else in the world. The Bible says that other things are going to get burnt up. Everything's that you do, say things going to get thrown in the fire, and you want those things as much that's going to last as possible. Well, what lasts? Those things that are unseen are eternal. Those things that are seen, they burn up. You want that stuff that gets recorded in heaven, that gets noted in heaven, that gets celebrated in heaven by the great cloud of witnesses, right? All right, so I bless you in Jesus' name. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you watching this video, and I appreciate your feedback in the comment section below or on my site. And also, don't forget to like and subscribe. Take care.